Hello everyone, welcome back to Indian Online School. Hope you all are doing great and preparing well for your Olympiads. So students, in today's video, I'm going to explain you about Class 4 SOF English Olympiad paper. So let's get started. Students, your SOF English Olympiad paper consists of 35 questions and this paper is for 40 marks. And you are given 60 minutes time to complete this paper. Now coming to the different sections, this paper is divided into 4 different sections. First section is called Word and Structure Knowledge. In this section, you will be getting the questions from grammar and vocabulary. And then you have the second section as reading. Okay, so in this section, you will be given 2 passages. You have to read the passages carefully and you have to answer the questions that are being asked. And here each question carries 1 mark. Now comes your third section, which is called spoken and written expression. So in this section, you will be given some conversations and you have to complete them by using the suitable options. And also in this section, each question carries 1 mark. Now, Achiever section is your last section. In this section, you will get questions from grammar, vocabulary, and conversation. But in this section, each question carries 2 marks. Okay, so let's go back to our first section. So, word and structure knowledge is your first section. For questions 1 to 8, choose the correct option to fill in the blank. For example, if it is given like metal is dash than cotton. So here, you're supposed to use the correct adjective. Okay. And as you have the word than, it means you have to use the second form of adjective. Okay. If it is like the word heavy, then you have to use the second form of adjective that is heavier. Okay. Because of the word than. Okay, so metal is heavier than cotton is your correct answer. So now let's go to the first question of this paper. I always get dash on time to have lunch at home on a Monday. So here you need a correct word. It means you need to form a phrasal verb using the word get. Okay, so it should be I always get in on time to have lunch at home on a Monday. So it's option A. So the meaning of this phrasal verb get in means to reach a place. Okay, so I always get in on time to have lunch at home on a Monday. Okay, next. The difference between dash chicken and dash egg is very clear to most people. So here you need the correct articles. So here you have chicken and egg. So now based on their sounds, the initial sounds, you have to use the correct article. So chicken, it is beginning with a consonant sound. And we are referring to chicken in a general way. So we need the indefinite article okay, so the difference between a chicken and an egg is very clear to most people. Okay, so here egg is beginning with a vowel sound. So you need the indefinite article an here. So the correct answer is a chicken and an egg. So this is your option D. Okay, so a chicken and an egg is your correct answer. It's option D. Now, I like many vegetables, dash very few fruits taste nice to me. So here you have many vegetables, very few fruits. It means you need a conjunction, okay, where you are joining the 2 opposite ideas. So when you are joining the 2 opposite ideas, you need the conjunction but. I like many vegetables, but very few fruits taste nice to me. Okay, so option C is your correct answer. Now move to the next question. I always sing while I dash a shower. So now here you have the conjunction while. When you have the conjunction while, your verb should be in ing form. Okay, so now here I always sing while I am having a shower. So option B is your correct answer. Now, it dash and windy for most of last week. So you're describing the weather condition here. So it was snowing and windy for most of last week. So option B is your correct answer. You should get dash living here quite soon. Okay, so it should be you should get used to living here quite soon. It means the modal verb used to is used to indicate the meaning like you should get comfortable living here quite soon. Okay, so the option D used to is your correct answer. This tree is as dash as I have ever seen one grow. So when you have as phrase, then you have to use the adjective in the positive degree. Okay, so it should be, this tree is as big as I have ever seen one grow. So option A is your correct answer. Now let's go to the next question. I always forget dash when I leave my house. Okay, so when it's about always forget, it should be some particular thing or something. Okay, so here we don't have any particular thing, so it should be I always forget something when I leave my house. So it's option A here. Now for questions 9 to 11, choose the part of the sentence that has an error. When elephants start to running, it is time to get out of the way. Okay, so here, when elephants start to run, it is time to get out of the way. So this should be the correct sentence. Okay, so you have an error here. Okay, when elephants start to running. Okay, so here option B is your correct option where you find some error. Okay, I think that the wind is much too strong for flying a kite today. So here it should be, I think that the wind is too strong to fly a kite today. So you have an error in this part of the sentence. So it is given in the option C, too strong flying a kite. Okay, it should be too strong to fly a kite. Next, the history of my neighborhood is really interesting, but they have made a TV show about it. So here, when it is interesting, so that should be the reason they have made a TV show about it. So here, but is not the correct conjunction. Okay, so now this part of the sentence is incorrect. So it is given in the option C. Okay, the history of my neighborhood is really interesting. So they have made a TV show about it should be the correct sentence. Okay, so here option C is your correct answer. Now, for questions 12 and 13, choose the option with correct spelling. What is correct spelling of something you can eat? So it is capsicum, C-A-P-S-I-C-U-M. Option A. Now, what is correct spelling of the word that means 1,000 years? It means millennium. Okay, so it's option C, M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-U-M, millennium. Okay, now choose the antonym of scruffy. Antonym means opposite. Okay, scruffy means something that is very dirty or something that is very rough. Okay, so now you have to find the opposite of that one. So your opposite of rough could be smooth. Okay, so we can take the opposite of scruffy as smooth. Okay, it can't be mucky. Mucky means, again, it's like something that is filled with dirt. You can consider this as the synonym, but not the antonym. Okay, and rag means a piece of cloth or some clothes that are old or torn. Okay, so this cannot be your answer. So the correct answer is option B. Okay, impure means something that is not pure. Now, choose the synonym of tranquil. Okay, so the meaning of tranquil is calm and quiet. Okay, so here you have to find out the synonym. It means the same meaning word of tranquil. So it could be the option B, quiet. Okay. Now, so with this, we have completed the first section. Okay. Now, let's move to the second section, which is about reading. So here, students, as I've already told you that it is about reading the passages. You will be getting 2 passages. You have to read them carefully and then answer the questions that follow. Okay. So you have to read it very carefully. Now, if suppose the passage is given here and you have to ask the question like, where did the writer see an animal? Okay, if you read this passage carefully, you'll get the answer as the road. Okay, so likewise, we have to answer all the questions based on this passage. So what is in the field? So you will find shrubs. Okay, so it's option C. How did the writer know it was not a lizard? Okay, by its hair. Okay, it's clearly given in the passage. You have to read it carefully and you have to answer these questions. Who was concerned about wild animals? It is the writer's mother. Now, why was the writer concerned about his neighbor? Okay, it is because of his speed. The owner of the puppy was dashed to get it back. Okay, when he got it back, definitely it should be thrilled. The owner of the puppy was thrilled to get it back. Okay, he was very happy. Okay, so this completes your first passage. Now you're given another passage. You have to read the passage carefully and you have to answer the questions that follow. Okay, now where did the writer want to visit? Okay, so he wants to visit a French-speaking country. Where did the writer get his information? He gets the information from the internet. Now, the next question, what was good about Cameroon? It was the language and nature. It's option D. The writer wants to be involved in dash the planet. It is saving the planet. Okay, he wants to be involved in saving the planet. What is the meaning of the word spends in the last paragraph? Okay, so it refers to cash. So option C is your correct answer. So this completes your second section, which is about reading the passage. Okay, now comes your third section, which is called spoken and written expression. For questions 26 to 30, choose the most suitable option to complete each conversation. Okay, for example, if the conversations are given like Ted, where is the park? Joy, I think it's dash the left. Okay, you need a correct word here, like it's on the left. Okay, so you have to complete the conversation based on the correct option. Brian, my computer always seems to get stuck dash this page of the worksheet. So here you need a correct phrasal verb. Okay, stuck. It gets stuck on this page of the worksheet. Okay, so it should be on. My computer always seems to get stuck on this page of this worksheet. Okay. Ben, I really can't stand pizza. Can't stand means like dislike. Okay, so I really can't stand pizza. Fred, wow, I thought everyone likes pizza, don't they? Okay, so here we need a question tag. So it should be don't they? Next, Emma, it's great news that you can come at the weekend. John, I know, I thought I had to work, but thankfully I dash make it. So it should be, but thankfully I can make it. Okay, he's able to make it. So it should be, I can make it. Next, Eric. Hi, I seem to have lost all my books. Amal, do you usually put them dash safe? Should be somehow safe? No. Sometimes safe? No. Somewhere safe? Yes. Do you usually put them somewhere safe? Okay, so this should be your correct answer. Teacher, can you give these papers to your mother, please? Alex, dash, I'm going home right now. Consequently, no. As a result, I'm going home right now. No, it can't be this option. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. I'm going home right now. So this is your correct answer. Okay, it can't be quickly. And evident means clear. Okay, clear. I'm going home right now. No, this can't be your answer. So it's option B. Absolutely. I'm going home right now. Okay, so this completes your third section. Now, it's your fourth section, which is called Achievers section. So students, I repeat again, in this section, each question carries 2 marks. Okay, 2 marks. So you have to be very careful while attempting the questions of this section. For questions 31 to 33, choose the correct option to fill in the blank. We need to rush through this a bit. So let's skip dash the rest of the book. So it's like you want to avoid reading some part of the book. Okay, the rest of the book. So it should be, let's skip over the rest of the book is your correct answer. Okay. Now skip over means it's like to avoid reading some part of the book. Okay. Now, Frank said that we were going to the cinema dash he. So here it should be didn't he? Okay, you need a question tag again. So it should be didn't he? Did you know that Coca-Cola dash right here in town? So it should be, did you know that Coca-Cola is made right here in this town? Option D is your correct answer. Now choose the antonym of isolate. So what do you mean by isolate? To keep something or someone separate from the remaining other people, like remaining things or other people. Okay, so here you have to find out the opposite of isolate. So here the opposite of isolate is integrate, which means to join, to make it, to unite it. Okay, so the opposite of isolate is option D, integrate. Now, the last question of this paper, choose the most suitable option to complete the conversation. Instructor, the key here is to look dash and find your dash solution. So here it should be, the key here is to look out and, no, it can't be look out. The key here is to look inward and find your own solution. Okay, it should be option A. Okay, it's like you have to find your own solution for the given problem. Okay, so it's option A. The key here is to look inward and find your own solution. Okay, so this completes your English Olympiad paper.